What's the most interesting animal that you've ever seen in the wild?
I think the most interesting animal I've ever seen in the wild is an elephant. It was in Thailand, actually at an elephant sanctuary where we got to bathe them and pet them.
Why did it make such an impression on you?
The sanctuary was for rehabilitating elephants that were injured in the wild, but they actually allowed them to just roam around free, so it was really impressive.
Is there anywhere you would particularly like to go to see animals or the natural world?
Yes, I would love to go to Japan to see the snow monkeys.
What's the most interesting animal that you've ever seen in the wild?
An orangutan. Yeah, an orangutan, certainly.
Where was that?
In Borneo, in the Malaysian part of Borneo.
Why did it make such an impression on you?
Simply because we'd gone there especially to see them. It's one of my favourite animals, but we'd been told the chances of seeing them in the wild were very slim. And so I'd kind of lowered my expectations, and when we did actually get to see one, it was very, very exciting and unexpected.
Is there anywhere you would particularly like to go to see animals or the natural world?
Yes, I'd really like to go to East Africa, to the kind of the mountains around there. It's a part of the world I've not been to, and I'd really like to go and explore that.
What's the most interesting animal that you've ever seen in the wild?
The most interesting animal I've seen are giant sea turtles. It was in Hawaii.
Why did it make such an impression on you?
They're just so big. They're huge. You see them on TV, but never in real life.
Is there anywhere you would particularly like to go to see animals or the natural world?
I think I'd like to go to South Africa and go on a safari.
What's the most interesting animal that you've ever seen in the wild?
I saw a giraffe once. I mean, it's not that interesting, I suppose, but I did see it in the wild.
Where was that?
That was in Ethiopia, in northern Ethiopia.
Why did it make such an impression on you?
I think because I wasn't expecting to see it. I was hitchhiking on the back of a truck, and we were driving just through the countryside, and suddenly we saw a giraffe running along the side of the truck, and it was kind of amazing. So I suppose that's why it was, pretty good to see.
Is there anywhere you would particularly like to go to see animals or the natural world?
I've always wanted to see whales in the wild. I've never had the chance to do it, but it looks just so amazing, the size of them. So I'd like to do that, yeah.
What's the most interesting animal that you've ever seen in the wild?
Most interesting animal I've seen in the wild. That would be a tiger in a national park in India. So it's very rare that you can actually spot them. So I was very fortunate enough to just to see one, and just the grace of the movement and the awareness of everything around him or her was extraordinary.
Is there anywhere you would particularly like to go to see animals or the natural world?
Madagascar. I'd love to see animals in the natural world there. I've seen a few David Attenborough documentaries, and it's like, I want to go there now.